Alrighty guys, I hope everyone is having a great day today. Cheers to you all. Ding! I'm just kidding. Yes, but this is Moldavite in the cup, and I have just drank from the energy cup of Moldavite. Dun, dun, dun. So actually guys, I'll leave this here. I really love just to put this in this glass, cup because, I don't know, I just felt intuitively to do it this time, so I'm going to do it. So, anyways guys, I really want to talk about Moldavite Day, basically Sabbath Day, but I want to call it Moldavite Day so that we can all kind of get on the same page and maybe even make this an official day that we all just gather together and just meditate with Moldavite, pray with Moldavite, and just do something big with Moldavite every Saturday together as a team and as a group, okay? And before I really talk about why we should do this, I want to first let you guys know why I even celebrate the Sabbath on Saturdays and why it's so important to me to do so, okay? So when I first began, my journey with Christ back in 2009, over the years, probably like a year or two later, God really started to, before I even really knew about it, for some reason I just started taking Saturdays off without even really knowing why. It's just something in my spirit intuitively was like, I just have to rest today. Like, I just want to spend time with God on Saturdays, period. And so I started doing that until one day, guys, I was led to go to a church that actually showed me that the Sabbath was actually on a Saturday, right? And despite what other people say, oh, it's on a Sunday, oh, it's on a Monday, blah, 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 I have come to understand this through revelation that the Sabbath is really, truly on a Saturday. Okay, now I can go into so many different reasons of why it is, I'll just give you two quick examples. If you look up the word Saturday in an English Bible or an English dictionary or in any kind of dictionary, it says the last day of the week, right? If you look up the word Saturday. If you look up the word Sunday, it says the first day of the week, right? And even if you look on most calendars now, they're still, right, or even on the calendar on your phone, if it hasn't been changed, ultimately the foundation of the calendar starts on a Sunday and ends on a Saturday, right? Sunday is the first day of the week, Saturday is the last day of the week, and that's just how it works, right? That's the way God created it. And so I don't want to go into details about how the devil's trying to change this and trying to, but, that's my basic understanding of the Sabbath is on a Saturday, and that's why I take that day off to just completely spend time with God. Now, the reason that I do that, guys, is because I need it for my spirit. I need it to just disconnect from everything, disconnect from the internet, disconnect from people, just disconnect from everything and just spend time with God. And I really feel compelled to share this with you now, guys, because literally yesterday I took a whole Sabbath day off, as always, and did it with Moldavite. And I want to share this with you guys because something amazing happened to me yesterday that I want all of you guys to experience, right? And this is what happened. So I have 12 pieces of Moldavite, and intuitively, I just started my prayer as always. I love to praying in tongues. I love praying in the spirit. And for some reason, I was guided to lay out my Moldavite, in a circle around me, like two pieces here, like by twos, all around me. And I just started to pray in the spirit. And when I did that, guys, I literally just felt God's presence and God's voice just, I don't even know how to explain it, but it was the best day of my life. Just spending the whole day with God using Moldavite, it literally tapped me into who he is, and just getting to talk to him on such a deep and personal level, for me was the greatest day in the world, right? And yesterday I really unplugged from all my other crystals as well. I just literally straight worked with Moldavite, and the only other crystal that I used, or Tektite, was Libyan desert glass to ground me. Because when I was just working with the Moldavite, my gosh, it was intense, right? It was intense. But I really did a cleanse, right? I did a cleanse. I unplugged from every other crystal that I was working with, and I just meditated, I prayed, I talked to God. I was channeling, with my higher self as well. Because if you watch my previous videos, you know that as I've started to work with Moldavite, I've been able to really distinguish, God's voice, my voice, and Satan's voice, so to speak, like the voice of the ego, I've really been able to distinguish all three of these voices so I know which one is talking. And I was really able to connect with God's voice and with my higher self voice yesterday while I was just meditating and working with Moldavite all day, right, without any other crystals, and really just felt really empowered on like what to do next, what I need to do, what I need to be working on right now. What I'm going to be dealing with also in the future, some of the trials that I have coming up now in this next season that we're moving into, right? Because fall is like right around the corner. I personally believe we're already in the transition towards fall, right? And so for me, guys, it was really taking that time to just sit with the Moldavite and letting God just, let him attuning and talking to God and letting him talk to me was one of the greatest gifts ever, right? And I really want everyone here who watches these videos and who subscribe to this channel and who will subscribe to this channel to be able to do that, to really take Saturdays off, right? Even start off with just taking one day off per week, but I recommend you do it on Saturdays because throughout the years, guys, I've noticed that God chose Saturday to be the Sabbath for a specific reason, because I've noticed throughout the years, throughout these past 6, now it's going to be 7 years almost, Saturdays are a great day of change. Saturdays are usually like when the biggest spiritual changes happen, and that's why you need that day off. Like, I know it might sound, amazing to some of you guys, but it's the truth. Like, I've noticed that throughout the years, that every time I've gone through a major change, it's always been on a Saturday. Like, that's, if you're into astrology, like that's when I've noticed the most changes happening every Saturday. Like, it's just orchestrated that way, and that's why I believe not only did God choose Saturday as the day, for rest, but it's his sacred day. And I believe there's so much spirituality that goes on that day. And I encourage you guys to do the research yourselves and to become aware of it and just even try it out for a while and just see how much better you feel. And, you're really not missing out on anything. Like, I know maybe some of you guys are used to going out on Saturdays. I mean, I don't know, maybe you're not. I hope you're not those kinds of people, but, just realize that Saturday is the best day for rest, the best day to spend time, meditating in Moldavite as well, to really attune yourself. Maybe you want to talk to your angels. It's a great time to really get vision and direction for the rest of your week. It's like your time to really, get the next steps for where you need to go and to really move forward in your purpose, which is what I really want to encourage everyone on this channel to do, is to really take Saturdays off, to really just meditate with the Moldavite, spend time with God or your higher self, whatever it is, just to really get in alignment with what you need to do here on earth. Because I believe everyone who's watching these videos has a purpose, and you're hungry to know if you don't know yet, and if you already know, you're just hungry to keep doing what it is that you've been called to do. And so I really want to encourage everyone, who doesn't purposefully take Saturdays off, to start doing so. And, maybe some of you work, I don't know, in places where maybe you're not allowed to. Well, start asking for it, right? Start asking to take that day off. Start making it something that you have to take off. I know ever since I became a Christian back in the day when I used to work for other people, I'd always say, like, up front, I'd say, this sounds like a really great position, it fits in with my hours, but I must say I cannot accept this job, right, if I cannot take Saturdays off because it is my Sabbath. And that would literally be the deal breaker. And obviously I've never had a problem with it. Everyone still has hired me, even when I said that, but I always put it up first. I always put it up front because the Sabbath is just so sacred to me. I have to have that time with God. It's the best part of my week, right? It really is the best part of my week because I get to talk to God. And so, maybe you're in that transition right now. Maybe you're going to go get a new job. I don't know. Maybe you're already working somewhere where, you can start telling, the person that you're working with or underneath or your boss or whatever, hey, like, I need to start taking this day off. Like, it's very important to me. I can work other days. You just have to start figuring it out. You have to start making Saturday the day of rest making it your Sabbath, right? And if you're your own boss, right, you don't have to worry about it. You can just schedule your own, time when you want to work, what you want to do. So Saturday, I recommend you guys start doing it. I guarantee you guys will start loving it as much as I do. It's just the best day of the week, like Saturday, right? So I'm really excited. I feel so rejuvenated. And I really wanted to make this also in our channel, the Moldavite Experience, right? God's Purpose 1. I really want to make this, kind of like our thing that we do together, where we actually all meditate and pray and just spend time with the Moldavite on Saturdays, right? Exclusively on Saturdays, so that we can start creating a powerful change, a powerful movement between all of us, guys, because together we become stronger. And if we all do this on the same day, I could just imagine how much more impact we can be in this world if we work together in unity, right? And with the common vision. And that would be like maybe even like on Fridays beforehand, I'll just say like, hey, like let's just focus maybe on sending love to the world this Saturday while we're in prayer, and just all do it together and just start doing that as a community, spending at least 1 hour doing that, where we all just get together like on Saturdays, not like via internet, but just to put that intention out there. And I actually just want to put that intention out there now, that if you will take Saturdays off, I always will take Saturdays off no matter what. I will be meditating with Moldavite. I will be praying. I will be doing what I need to do. So if you want to join me, just know that I will always be doing that. So if you find yourself on a Saturday, maybe you're just starting to get into the rhythm of this, changing, your days and your, moving into process, right, to make Saturday your Sabbath and make it a Moldavite day, just know that I will be doing that. I want to let you guys know that I will be doing that, so that together more and more people can start doing that. We start creating this, this snowball effect that will start to create positive change in the world, okay? And start raising up the frequency, guys. We have to start raising up the frequency where we are at. And so together as a whole, we can do that a lot quicker and with more power as well. Since we're working with Moldavite. So yes, guys, it's kind of like my little rant, although it's not really, but I really wanted to share that with you guys, to really have a Moldavite day on Saturdays, and to join me on this quest for change, to join me on this quest for, evolving, not only ourselves, but of course it starts with us. The change must begin first with us, so that we can change the world around us. So I want you guys to join me on this movement of change, right? Increasing our frequency and to live the best lives that God has ordained for us to live by living out our full purpose. So guys, thank you for watching so much. Join me. I'm excited. I know a lot of you will join me next Saturday for this Moldavite movement that we're doing here, the Moldavite Experience, and I'm super excited, guys. I send you guys so much love. And cheers. If you guys want to get your glass out right now, we can cheers to a Moldavite drink, a Moldavite of change, and for good things to come. So cheers, guys. Ding. Send you guys lots of love, and I will talk to you guys soon.